overarching one is safety. I think that that's the physical safety we're talking about, related to experience of walking around and being back in the corporate office environment. Safety in the common areas of the building, safety in the cafeteria, visitor safety, whether you allow visitors or contractors in your building right away or if you wait, fire, life, and safety categories, things like that. I think the first order of priority for most companies should be to make sure that people feel safe. Because once they feel safe, the second workplace priority then that you can bring in is wellness. And employees are going to come back to the office after almost a year, maybe longer, of being away. They're going to have a form of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, whether it's from the pandemic or whether it's from spending all the time at home with their kids or their spouse. They're going to have challenges and they're going to have issues that they need to deal with. Some employees are even going to be tentative about coming back at all. If they're on the close to retirement side of their life, they may decide to take early retirement. We may see people come back to the office, and because of all the new rules and regulations, they may say, you know what, I'd rather work from home, and they'll revert to working from home. But no matter what, I think companies are going to have to address their employees' mental health and well-being, not just when we go back to the office, but I think this is a seismic shift where companies are going to have to address mental health, emotional health, well-being as a rule. And so that's the second one, wellness. I think the third one is, hygiene. And by that, I mean cleaning, the amount and frequency of regular cleaning that takes place in the office. I need to show my employees, if I'm an employer, that all the surfaces have been cleaned after every conference room was used, or something related to how food gets delivered within the corporate office environment. Maybe we have contactless food delivery within an office environment where the cafeteria doesn't allow you to go to the cafeteria itself, but delivers food directly to you or directly to a certain area, just like we can get at home. We need a plan that addresses or enforces or at least strongly encourages good personal habits as well. And polite behavior to make sure that people are treating each other with respect and not being intimidating or creating a hostile work environment. So that's third, which is hygiene. Fourth, I think it's remote work strategies. Because we've all been working from our home offices, companies have to realize they need to address how people work at home. We need evidence-based information on how it's working. And I think for a lot of companies, it's working just fine. People are just as productive working from home. The challenge is that, they probably need to provide their employees a home office environment that's ergonomically correct and one that allows for them to manage and improve their health and well-being while they're away from the office. I've gone from traveling every single week to working from home since full-time since February. And I've had to retool all the ways I do my work with my clients. I've been able to leverage their policies and I've been able to add to their sense of teamwork. But as a consultant, it's just conjecture if I say that. I think what's really important is to have evidence-based data coming to the clients, corporate clients, so they can see how this works and then increase their productivity both inside and outside of the office. And lastly, I know I'm running, I've got a lot of things to talk about, I know, but finally, I think it's the financial and operational considerations, because I think we're going to be decommissioning a lot of space in the corporate real estate industry. The reopening plans that companies create are going to require a lot of capital, a huge capital expenditure. But if you look around, because business has fallen off for so many companies, they're going to emerge from this pandemic in a very cash-strapped position. So how do you balance that? How are you going to deal with business disruption? How are you going to address those technological needs that you need to create a remote work capable workforce? That includes everything from like space planning and capacity and demand forecasting, consolidation decisions. There's going to be many of those, and it's really challenging, I think, for clients to understand and appreciate that the financial and operational conditions may be a big driver. Now, I know I put those in priority order, and I think all are the same, high priority, but I had to order them in a way that made sense.